Okay, welcome everybody to KAGI Top 8. I'm your host, Kalosianfire, and I'll be facing off against a teammate, QDinh. This is the last time I'm going to get to use my favourite deck in Adaptive, because if I do win this, everyone else has played it before and I don't trust it. So without further ado, let me move over to the browser. And I'll throw my logo out for good measure, because why not? Ta-da! There it is. Right, so my deck is Eternal Guillotine KAGI. You've probably seen it before. It's been in many videos on this channel. One of my favourite decks ever. My brother opened it because I can't open a good deck to save my life. And it is as follows. A Disgusting Ghostoid, the rule of sixes with Echo Fly and Goalkeeping. In here somewhere can bring it all back. It has a Ghostoid enhanced Code Monkey, so I can archive the Echo Fly. I've also got a Doppelganger. If my opponent lets me have both of them, it's basically a death sentence. I've got Worm Tunnel to get rid of some of the captured amber. Also Ghost enhanced. I've got a Ghost enhanced Khaleesi Dragon, which can be played in for free with Ghost in the Sun. And then just a lot of pips in the Brobnar, so I can choose to archive all the Brobnar pips within here somewhere and then play them all out. I've got things like Double Incense, to raise your glass, and I've got a Rance Fury Heart over here, Strength Within, Confidence Riot. Logos is a bit lackluster. It's got some speed, you can do some archiving. It's got a Defense Principle, it's got Information Exchange, Placeholder. It does a little bit. It could be a lot better, and I've got like some soft artifact control. Without further ado, I'm going to set up a game and invite my teammate to join me, and we can get this underway. Okay, I've sent them the link. Hopefully my audio is all in good nick. I will select my deck. Ta-da! Don't know what my opponent's going to be playing. If I move over to the bracket real quickly, I'm currently facing QDinh. If I win this, I have to face my arch nemesis Quick Draw, and then if I win that, I will probably have to face Captain Gale. Captain Gale has just been on an absolute mean streak. So yeah, hoping I win. But if I don't, I will be here to stream future matches, which will be fun. Just going to wait for my opponent to join. I will just ping them, just to let them know. Anything more I can reveal about my deck? Tons of pips. Yeah, it's got some speed. The EP helps. I haven't got a lot of creature control, but the Khaleesi Dragon can pull in and do some clutch work. It can also damage itself to increase the value of Strength Within, which has won me a game before. Because if I damage Khaleesi Dragon with its own reap ability, then I can give it +5 key cost. Looks like my opponent's ready to go, so let's get into this. Good luck, have fun. My opponent will be going first. Well, my opponent's deck will be going first in all matches, whether that's 1, 2, or 3. If it's 1, it's because something crazy happened. I need to make sure that I can find this deck. Move it to Amber Skies. And it's this one, right? It's not that one. Which deck is it? This one? Looks like my opponent has a legacy fight to the end. Very cool. I will just say reading the deck list so we can have a little peek at it. We have got some soft artifact control with the Skulking Saboteurs, if they manage to get set up. 2 Hologramophones and a Cirrus Mace, so there's no crazy artifacts that are taking over the game like Quicksilver Stone or something. We've got triple Concotomy Transfer into Imperium Charge, which is kind of crazy. I can imagine that plays out quite a lot. But they have got no way to set it up. We have got a Time Traveler with 2 extra draw pips on it, so it draws 4 whenever it's played. and if you have help from future self, you're drawing a 5. Unless it draws the time traveler. We've got triple quantum mouse. Have we got any way to get rid of them? We've got a few discard pips clustered around. We've got a ton of pips. And then we've got some belly in the amp control, a lava ball for good measure, a couple of seeker missiles. Okay. So that's the only form of Titan Sentry nastiness they have. So I'm going to have to be worried about my archiving, because I could do archiving into Concotomy Transfer and boom, it's a free key. So I'm going to have to be a little bit worried about that. We have not got many good ways to take out the Titan Sentry, apart from archiving it itself with our own transfer. And then we've also got a, all hands on deck. So we'll see. Yeah, Amber Sky's best set. Lastly, we've got a Red Skies, 2 of them. Ready them. Do we do anything with them? This kind of big thing's annoying. Yeah, okay, we do have to worry about key cost here. So it looks like the only key costs I care about. If a red key, so don't forge red. And third of a cliff. Yeah, okay, so I don't forge red, but they instantly forge red. Gotcha. And we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm not feeling totally confident. But let's get into this. It's not a bad start. We can toss a bunch of Geistoid down, which I will do. I'll keep the hand. Outside of those transfers, my opponent's not got too many ways to get rid of my creatures. A couple of damage pips, a lava ball. We'll have to see how it goes. So, yes. So just immediately get rid of 2 cards we don't want. Looks like we've got a not bad Geistoid follow-up. Raise your glass will allow them to use their creature again. Do they draw any extra Brobnar cards off that? They drew a Narplet and a Concophonous Riot, so they can re-put them again. And a Smith, so instantly going to check for my opponent there. I think I'm just going to let them have it. I'm going to placeholder to get rid of the Narplet. And I'm going to Quantum Mouse and Rants. Not a great start for me here. My opponent does forge their red, so all their keys are online. That was an unfortunate turn for me, but very fortunate for them. Going to transfer to archive my creatures. Sentry goes down. Archives another Logos card, so I'm not too upset about that. I'm going to junk first. Ooh. Okay. Please excuse me while my PC's being slow. We're going to keep the in here somewhere. And we're going to ready the Kernel Slime. He chooses to be readied. Please work with me. My internet connectivity. This would be highly appreciated. I might have lagged out. I'm just going to give it a cheeky reset. Just waiting on the ping. Okay, you've reloaded me, but not into the game. Thank you. I'm in. Cool. So I'm going to fight with Slime into Sentry. I'm going to hope they don't have Imperium charge. And then I'm going to archive some guys. We have got a lot of Logos in here. But I need to get online, so Echo Fly and Goalkeeping will be tucked away. We can play out that Khalifi Dragon for free in a second as well. So if they don't have the Imperium charge, please don't have it. They do, that is unfortunate. Okay. So just go into the Brobnar. Play out some creatures. My opponent's on check for their second key now. God, we're already behind. We will be able to stop them. We're going to reap twice. The game lets me. Come on. My Wi-Fi is really not appreciating me today. Come on. Just going to refresh again. Hopefully that sorts it. Looks like Quick Trust playing a second AMA game at the moment. Not an ideal video recording so far, but not much I can do about it. Would love to just play, but right. So reap, and fight. What we've seen a lot of. I think overall, I will kill the Quantum Mouse. So on the surface, kind of equal at the moment. My opponent is now going to draw 15 cards. Here we go. We're going to see a lot of transfers coming out. 2 Quantum Mouses. We'll damage my creature with a Gobber. Okay. Looks like we're going to have a Ghostoid follow-up turn here. And my opponent does archive the Time Traveler. I think I'm just going to have to risk it. Don't really have much of a choice. Draw some additional cards. We're going to play out a Khalifi Dragon. Then Doppelganger next to it. Draw a card. We now have to go Brobnar. So Incensed and Gobber will do it. And we'll call it there. If my opponent draws into the charge, I believe it's over. They could also draw into Titan Sentry, which would not be ideal. But we will see what happens. Quantum Mouse. The sentry does come out. Okay. Quite a big archive going on here. So we'll forge blue. We do have a chance here. My opponent's creature control cannot get rid of my card about Third of Cliff and Red Skies. This guy kills me. Okay, I would have loved my archive here because my incense would have been really worth it. Okay. What's the plan? I have to kill the sentry. I also have to kill this guy. I can do both. Okay. So throw the Strength Within on there. We're going to capture onto the Doppelganger. Or do we? No, we'll capture here. We'll damage the Skulking Saboteurs. And they're going to fight Saboteurs and damage the sentry. Rowdy Scald will fight a Quantum Mouse, I suppose. I'm going to throw Riot in. Get rid of the candle unit. Ready and enrage our guys. I'm going to fight Saboteurs again, dealing 5 to the sentry, and then I'll destroy Time Traveler. Have to pull the archive next turn, even if I don't go Rob now. Okay, they've given me a turn, maybe, hopefully. I don't think there's any way they can kill, or they can Red Skies the Saboteurs now, or Red Skies that, if they have it. Okay, alright. How high can I make my cost? I can get my cost go all the way up. So we will do that. I can make their keys crazy. Have we got any key cheats? The charge, but actually the charge is a big thing. But not if they can't get to my Khalifi Dragon. So I just have to make sure it's not on a flank, I think. And we're good, hopefully. Yeah, we've got no other options. So let's draw the archive. We're going to instantly play the Incensed. Maybe it's worth gobbering a few times. I don't know, I'll think about that. We're going to Berserker Slam the Third of Cliff. Take them off. Okay, now I have to decide about Gobber. I'm going to throw a Terrence there. I think I discard one. I think that's the play. No, actually, I have to play both of them. I'm just going to double check they don't have any way to destroy me outside of the transfer. Again, unless they like ready you a Skyborn, but then they can't key cheat. So I'm going to just play them out. Gobber there. Gobber there. Destroy the Quantum Mouse. We're going to fight into Buck's Bastion. Incensed, so that raises their key up. I don't think I need to fight. I don't think I need to damage it again. That just gives raise for any damage pips to come into play. So we're just going to destroy Skulking Saboteurs. And I'm just going to reap the Gobber. And we take the match. That was looking really hairy from the first turn. I'm surprised we managed to bring that back. Let's see if the rematch swap feature works. It does. Cool. On to game 2. So at this point, either I can go 2-0 or it goes to game 3. So not too much hair raising for the starting of this game. Because I was worried at the start of that game. This hand looks pretty pants. Obviously, it's got not a bad Brobnar start. Is it really worth it? You can play it, and then if they leave Scoured alive, it's Reap for 1, 2, 3, 4. What else is there? We've just got this really naff Quantum Mouse in the hand. We'll keep it. Play out the Scald. Maybe the right option is that playing like the Hologramophone there, but okay, that's less ideal. I don't really want to give them cards. I think I'm just... Is it really worth it? 2 cards for 2 amber. I'll give them 1. Yes. Give them 1 card draw. 2 draws, give me nothing of note. Gonna fight there, and then we get a reap after all. So just gave him the 1. Hopefully that's fine. We've not got a bad Logos turn here where we can tuck some things away, because we definitely don't want them on the board. And then if we get away with it, we can then do some Third of Cliff stuff. So I'm going to go Logos. I don't really like tucking away the Code Monkey, but there isn't a whole much I can do about it. Well, there is. I could just not play it, but I want to get to check. So, okay. So check number 1. Have got the charge in hand, as long as the help for future self. They are going to play the cards out, so hopefully we don't see anything crazy here. Archiving to gain 2, that's fine. We will forge red. And yeah, we don't need to take the archive. Ooh, oh, friendly creatures, that's a shame. Play out Finn. Get the 2. Ready the Finn. Oh, is it both? Ah, shit. I forgot. I didn't realize that. I didn't read the card. It's a shame. Could have readied both cards, but that's okay. And then we're just going to smack the Code Monkey. If they don't play Geistoid next turn, we could have some nasty Imperium charge stuff. We'll see what happens here. Looks like they're not going to draw the archive. throwing out a couple of pips. We'll get them to check themselves. Discards a placeholder. And gives my Scallywag thing a strength within, which I'm happy to oblige. I'm going to go Logos. I'm not going to take... Let me just read this. Forge a key at +6, reduced by total combined number of cards in players' archives. Yeah, so I can forge this turn by archiving, and then that would make it +0, and then I'd get the, yeah. So I'm not going to take the archives. I'm going to play Quantum Mouse on the left, and then going to archives again. Help from Future Self is going to bring me out a Time Traveler, who I will play. I will damage the Fin to increase their key cost. At this point I can charge for free. So I'm gonna forging. Does it matter? It does matter for this guy. So blue, because enemy upgrades, they get this one back. But they're more likely to both finger trap at this point. So I'll forge yellow. Gonna get rid of their hand. I'm gonna Quantum Mouse. I'm gonna play out the transfer to archive my own Time Traveler, scrapping the Bucks Bastion. And then I will archive. I will ward the Fin. Okay, looking pretty good here. We can get to check next turn in Brobnar. I am not. So if they wish to cast it afterwards, they can do that. Okay. So yeah, we definitely can go to check here. 4, 5. We have to reap actually, I think. Is that true? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have to reap, so I'm gonna destroy the loan with the lava ball. Syrup's Mace, Smith. Gonna damage my own Fin. Then I'm gonna reap. And I'll play a Narplet on the right. Why is it giving me... Okay, I can now use this, that's why. It does give them the chance to gobble me. So maybe I should have stayed at 6. Okay, GG. Because Geistoid, they only have a Colonel Slime. Oh, they can discard. My bad. Okay, hopefully I haven't put them back in this. That would be rather annoying. Shouldn't have done that. Because then they can't have played Geistoid. They would have had to play Brobnar. Okay. Not GG just yet. But it is looking strong for me. Okay. We can now go Logos to draw a bunch of cards. We can even maybe Titan Sentry to keep their cards in check, which I will do. So Logos, I'm going to draw my cards. I can use this and make them lose one, which I will. I'm going to tuck those 2 away. Damage my own Narplet. Double draw gets nothing. So EP will save them. They might have to draw for it with the where they archived the no, they didn't have to. And we're in such a powerful position here. With that EP gone. And I can just get right back to check next turn in any house. Remote access, they can ward a card of theirs, or they can destroy my time traveler. It is the world's their oyster. Ah, smart. I don't want to draw that, I don't think. Can we get to check this turn? 2, 4, 5, 6, yeah. I am haunted, so I can ready and fight with something. I'm going to reap there. Fight to the end, fight there. Scald will come in. Again, I can just go beyond the threshold. I'm going to give this guy +2. Oh, and I can use this red skies. I will just hand. Get rid of some cards in the hand. Berserker Slam. So discard Gobber, play Terrence. Discard Gobber. Play the capture pip. My opponent is fighting here. We can go into Skyborn now and just play a bunch of pips. I don't need that. The Saboteurs. Silver Linings will give me 2. Boomerang. Edge of the World. Another Seeking Needles. Red Skies. Reap. And GG's. Damn, this deck just rushes. It was a miracle I won the first game, I think. Well played, well played. Very well played by my opponent. God, that first game was intense. This one was a little bit more relaxed. Less on the line if I lost. With that, I will be moving on to top 4. If we head on over to the bracket here, we can see that I now have to unfortunately face the dreaded Quick Draw, who's even watching my game. And if you're listening to this Quick Draw, I'm not playing this deck. I would never play this deck against you, so don't bother practicing it. I'm not playing it. Promise. Or am I? Yes, I'm going to have to do some heavy testing to find a deck which will beat Quick Draw's nastiness. But semi-finals. We can be pleased about that, regardless of how I do in the next match. That's going to be it from me. Just a quick 35-minute 2-0. Very well played to my opponent. We're going to flash their deck on the stream again. This Logos pod is disgusting. Ignoring the rest of the deck, if you just threw this pod into like something that just did more archiving, it's gross. Just 3 keys left, right, and center with this Imperial Charge. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next stream or video. Catch you guys later.